Okay, I just thought today I would maybe run through something that I find very interesting. It is a very affordable hobby, this, and it's a great way of getting someone introduced into collecting World War One memorabilia. Now, all these pieces here in front of you, not one of them would have cost more than £5. Now, yes, certainly there is examples of them that are more expensive, but on any of the auction sites you will pick these up for between about £5, and you can be lucky and get them for cheaper again. So what this is crested or Carlton ware. It's essentially a white porcelain. Now the origins of this, it wasn't actually something that developed or started during World War One. It was really, what do you call it, commemorative pieces or souvenir pieces that people would have bought on their holidays. And they originated in about the 1890s or early 1900s, and it was due to the expansion of the railways around the UK, where it meant that everybody could now afford to go on holiday, even the working classes. So holidays was just really for the middle classes, but come the end of the 1800s, early 1900s, everybody could afford to go on holiday because of the expansion of the railways around the UK. So these companies would have started to produce souvenir pieces like of Margate, Blackpool, all the resorts. This was a way of getting a wee memento, and you still get it today whenever you go to any of these seaside resorts. But these companies, all based in Staffordshire, there's a couple of famous ones: Goss, Arcadian, Carlton, and during World War One, then obviously holidays decreased, and so these companies then started to produce souvenir pieces of World War One. This continued actually into the 1920s, where it was very, very popular still. So these pieces were mass produced, and as such, that's why they're available today at such reasonable prices. Like I say, £5 is the sort of average type of price you would pay for the more common types. We'll run through the more rarer types that I don't actually have in a minute, but they can be a lot more expensive. But the like of these here, this was a souvenir piece about the lighthouse that was damaged in the by German warships, December the 16th, 1914, and it's got the Scarborough crest on it, and it's got a bit of shell damage there on the side. And this was made by Willow Art. There's another one here, a shell. Jack Johnson, that was the name for a shell back in World War One. And there's a wee maker's mark on the bottom of it, Arcadian. There's the cenotaph. There's a couple of versions of it there. The one at the back there has the inscription: in City of London, the blood of heroes is the seed of freedom. Now that was actually one of the inscriptions, early inscriptions before the cenotaph was made more permanent. Actually, that's a really interesting story about the cenotaph. It was really only designed initially in London as a temporary structure for Peace Day in 1919, but it was so popular that it remained in situ, and then they made it into the monument it is today, a permanent memorial now. Get cups as well, all nice designs, and peace mugs. So you can see that these were produced after World War One. Now you can get lots of different versions. There's peak caps, there's machine gunners, there's tanks, submarines, warships. There's also crested ware that would have famous figures during World War One, such as Jellicoe and Kitchener. But I just thought a wee introduction just to a hobby. So if anybody's interested in World War One and is looking for a cheap way of getting into a hobby, this is definitely it. So do look out for crested or Carlton ware. Look up any of the auction sites and you'll see there's a huge variety of stuff out there, ranging in prices now. Some of the more expensive ones, there's very, very rare pieces out there that can go for hundreds of pounds. But most of them now you will pick up for between £5 and £10, and do look into that. It's a way of getting especially younger people interested in World War One. It's a nice way of starting a wee collection up. So if you like that, I'll maybe try and buy a few more pieces, and I'll show them on YouTube later. Don't forget to subscribe, folks. Thank you.